Hi, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Faun.
Hello.
So, Faun, what kind of content do you like to make?
Um, I would say it has to be, if you want to like put it in a category, it would have to be variety. But I do things like art and multiple kinds of games, kind of more leaning towards like Minecraft and horror games.
Cool. Uh, so, what made you want to be a VTuber?
Um, I just wanted to be a silly little guy. Really. Kind of wanted to stream and didn't want to do face cam,
Yeah.
and kind of was just like, yeah, so the little guy will do.
As someone who streamed for ages and ages without a face cam, I totally get that. Uh, what was your process for creating your character?
So there's actually quite some bit behind it.
Mm-hmm.
This is I'm on like the uh I would say final design of it, but when I first started doing it, I kind of just based it off of a Minecraft skin that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of just based off of the idea of like a tiefling, huge D&D nerd.
Hmm.
So it's kind of just like, yeah, I'll just make a Sona that is a tiefling and work from there.
Nice. Uh, so, what's your favorite accomplishment of your channel so far?
Um, I don't know if it really counts as like a channel accomplishment,
Mm-hmm.
more so as like kind of a community thing.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is probably there's a Minecraft SMP that my friend and I own and run
Mm-hmm.
that we have uh like together with two people that we are friends with and selected to be mods. Uh, kind of modded the hell out of and put together and have gotten a lot of people together to play on. It's just really nice getting to see people like make new friends and stuff on it and play together.
Absolutely. I used to take part in a Minecraft server all the time, and I I haven't talked to them in like God in like 7 years, but yeah, it's a great way to make a group of friends.
Yeah, it's great to make friends with it, and like I don't know, I would say that it's kind of like memories that stick with you for a while.
Yeah.
So definitely it's something that like a bunch of friends and I used to do all the time in like middle school and growing
Hmm.
up. And like we even still like be like, wow, you remember that one guy that we used to play with on that server?
Oh man. I've since stopped playing Minecraft because I found myself kind of just doing nothing for long stretches of time, and I tell people that I defeated Minecraft in that I defeated the concept of creativity. Uh,
Yeah, I feel like Minecraft has to be like played in like that meme says, it's like the 2 week Minecraft phase. You need to just do like short stints of it, or else you kind of just sit there.
Abs-
Um,
yeah,
I mean, like as long as you can think of things, there's always something to do. Or you could play the actual game, which I guess in like defeat the Ender Dragon. But I got the game like when it was coming out, and
yeah.
I've still never fought the Ender Dragon.
I actually got the game back when it was in alpha, I think, and so
Mhm.
uh, I never defeated the Ender Dragon because I didn't really see the point. Uh, what you defeated the game? That's not the game. I
That's not the game. The game is having fun.
So, what are your goals for your channel?
Um, is it acceptable to just say in a broad sense to have fun?
Of course.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think I really don't like goals. I would like to be able to make it at least a little bit sustainable to be able to like build up a community and have people to chat with and do things with.
Hmm.
Um, but it's kind of just in the broad sense to just have fun with it.
I mean, ha- having people watch doesn't stink.
Yeah, having people watch and like hang out with you in chat does not stink at all. Um, but it's nice to just like chill, have fun, play games.
Absolutely. Who is your favorite VTuber and why?
So actually, I put together a little list for this one because I can't say that I have like a favorite. Um, I don't personally have like a lot of time to be able to like sit down and watch stuff.
Of course.
Um, but there are some that I like look up to or I just like really like their designs.
Mm-hmm.
So like big ones that have definitely like I've looked up to their content and like looked like at their videos and stuff for help on how to like set things up or use programs and things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Girl DM, Sapphire, I don't know how do you say this, Squidgy, the one that's like the ink cap mushroom VTuber,
Mm-hmm.
and Aragama Witch are people that definitely like I've used their content to be able to figure out how to set things up and stuff, and are super helpful.
Nice.
And then uh, Nessie, Spin Seraphim, and Punk Pup are people that I really just like their designs. I think they're really cool.
Nice. So did you when you say setup, did you mean like they instructed you on how to use the editor to create your character?
So they have, especially like Sapphire and Argama Witch have, they're mainly YouTube, and they have a bunch of videos about how to use different programs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sapphire, especially on, oh my gosh, what's it called Vroid.
Yep.
If you want, so like making your own 3D um, models and stuff and through Vroid. I had one that I made. I recently had to reset my entire computer and
Oof.
lost a bunch of stuff, so
Oof.
I don't have it anymore.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Uh it's fine. It's just, just guess I have to suck it up and do it again, but it's kind of just like a oh man.
Hopefully it'll be easier this time around.
Yeah, definitely the more I've done it, it gets faster each time. It's just a matter of like opening like Unity and Blender and getting everything together and all of that.
Yeah,
It's
doing
just
the
like oof.
it's opening the program.
Yeah. It's a matter of getting yourself to sit down and open the program.
And just in your brain have to get over that little hump of oh god, not this again.
It's like, oh, here we go. Fourth time's a charm.
Okay, so it's your ideal stream. Who are you inviting?
Um. hmm, I don't really know. Uh.
It can be anyone. It can be your friends. It can be from your list of favorite VTubers. It can be a historical figure.
Oh man. Um. I don't know. I don't want to say my friends. I already stream with them enough. um. I don't know. I would say for my like list of people that I picked, I would like to stream with Nessie. Just because our themes are pretty similar. She's a like deep ocean underwater monster, and my theme is also like deep ocean, but also space, and we kind of match, and I think it would just be like visually pleasing.
Yeah, it
And
does.
she also plays horror games, so
There you go. So you can play. Oh, what's that multiplayer horror game that everyone plays these days? Uh,
oh, there's so many.
yeah. It. Uh, oh, what's the Dead by Daylight? I know that's a very
Oh,
popular one.
Dead by Daylight's a good one.
Yeah.
That one's fun. There's also one that I've been really on is Outlast Trials.
Mm-hmm.
Is more that one I feel like ends up being more silly than scary when playing with other people, but it's good.
So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Um, I don't know. I feel like everybody always says like just be yourself, but you also have to know like the crowd that you're playing to.
Hmm.
Um, you have to keep in mind that like yeah, be true to yourself, but also you're trying to keep people's attention. So try and think of things that people would want to watch, and like play it up a little bit, but not too much. Still try to be you.
Be yourself, but be a better version of yourself.
Be yourself, but like exaggerate it a bit. Pretend. No, maybe not do that. I was gonna say pretend like you're on stage and you have to just keep talking, but that's very like anxiety inducing. Though I did recently do a panel at a convention and it was not as awful as I thought it would be. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it's just a little thing.
Nice.
But maybe it's not as awful as you think it will be to think about talking to a crowd.
So, what was the first anime you ever watched, and what drew you to it?
Okay. This goes like way back. Because if I have to pick like what actually is the first anime that I ever watched, it would be Inuyasha, and I would
Mm-hmm.
watch it because my best friend at the time had the box set of it, and we would go. She had like a finished oh my god, attic. So it was like another like room up there, and they had the TV up there, and we would go up there and we would watch Inuyasha on the TV. Um, and then like God, back when it existed for kids TV, like Tokyo Mew Mew and like all of that shit.
Oh god, the 4 kids edits.
Yeah, the four kids dubs.
Ugh.
A
what
different time.
what crimes have been committed against us? Uh, if you could live in any anime, which would it be?
See, that's a hard one because then it's like you're like trying to think. It's like, okay, which one will I not like die in?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because like, hmm, I kind of feel like saying for it to still be like a cool setting, but still be like safe depending on where you are in the world, like My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could still have, unless you get stuck with a stupid power, but you could still get to have like superpowers and then like just be not where the story actually takes place. And you'll just be chilling. And you just have to have a superpower and you'll be chilling. So,
There you go.
yeah. You just have to stay away from all major cities.
Oh boy. Uh, if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as?
Is in like
And budget's not an
magic
issue.
world where I don't have where you just like have it instantly.
Yes. It looks great.
Uh,
It looks exactly as you want it, and there's no budget issue.
Vash the Stampede.
Oh.
Because he's definitely on my list of cosplays to do. It's just a matter of time and money.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The red coat is a sharp look.
It is. It's good. It's good.
That's a good answer.
Thanks. Thanks.
So what do you look for in a video game?
um, I like. Mm, I like story-driven games. but also that are kind of like you can just kind of do your own thing a lot of the times. Like some of my favorite games of all time, which I get a lot of flack for this one, is like Skyrim.
Hmm.
And I love like Dishonored and the BioShock series. So the thing kind of, I guess with magic is the drawing like the tie together there. But like story based, but also fighting a little bit and things like that. Where you have a goal, but you can still like explore and mess around and do stuff.
So when you're playing a game like Skyrim, do you read the books? Do you listen to the dialogue? What would you say you kind of engage with that, or do you just kind of skip that and get to the fighting?
Yeah, I engage with it. Back in high school, my friend Nix and I, Nix Next on another streamer, um, they and I would sit. We'd play it like on Xbox, but it's a solo game, so we would be like in a call, sitting on our own games of Skyrim in Xbox, and be like reading books in funny voices and shit, and being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this quest now," and like just talk about it and hang out.
Nice. So, what video games are you looking forward to?
Subnautica 2.
Oh, I like that game, but I also hate it. Uh,
I I love the concept of it. I love watching videos of it. I haven't been able to play it myself because my computer doesn't like it.
well,
But
oh, sorry.
yeah, I was just gonna say, but I love it.
Well, I'm just thinking of the first one, which I have played. It's not a horror game, but to me, it's kind of like a horror game because it's terrifying to me. Uh, I don't know, something about being in the deep ocean and seeing something floating in the background and you have no idea what it is.
I know the Leviathans is like a big thing when you're like going to the like, crash ship,
Hmm.
and it's like, oh, I know it's out there, but I haven't seen it. Like that's a big like, oh boy,
Yeah.
scary.
Okay, so now we're getting on to what I refer to as the non sequitur questions. Uh,
Mhm.
which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
Um, I'd have to say the Beatles, just on account that it was like a band that my grandfather really liked.
Mm-hmm.
So I've more so listened to some of their music instead of Elvis. Like I feel like everybody knows like the big Elvis songs,
Yes.
but I've never like really like sought out to listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I have more so like heard more Beatles music because of him. So
You're on a boat with friends. What artist are you listening to?
it depends on the kind of vibe that we're going for. So if we want to just like chill, I'm pretty sure like all my friends and I, we all like listen to like Hosier or Noah Khan. Um, but if we're like bopping, be like Kesha, Charlie XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan. We'd be like, ooh, we love the ladies. Listen to.
Nice. What's your favorite movie genre?
Um, hmm, guess like adventure comedy, I
Hmm.
guess.
Did you have a movie in mind that you were thinking of?
So yeah, I if I have to like pick like favorite movies, because I would say like I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies
Mm-hmm.
or like the How to Train Your Dragon movies too.
Hmm.
Um, if we want to go way back, like growing up, my favorite movies used to be like Fern Gully and like The Last Unicorn.
Hmm. So kind of like with the more fantasy element to it.
Yeah, big fan of fantasy here.
Yeah. Because you said adventure comedy, and my mind went totally different direction. I was like, National Treasure.
National Treasure is really good too. That's a classic. That's funny.
I love that movie. Nick Cage, not always amazing, but when he's in the zone, he's there, man.
He is. He is.
Have you ever left the theater in the middle of a movie?
So, I haven't left in the middle of a movie. I have, guys, but I've fallen asleep during a movie before.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it was like late, and I had worked like a long time that day.
Yeah.
So I was like already tired, and it was oh my god, what was it called? It was one of the new Star Wars movies.
Hmm.
It was The Last Jedi.
The last or the Skywalker one, you mean? Oh wait, no, it is the Last Jedi.
Yeah. Right. Wait. Yeah, because it was Last Jedi and then Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was Last Jedi. I think it was.
The name
in the middle of
something about the names is just kind of samey to me. I don't know.
Yeah, they're very easy to mix up.
Oh boy.
It was like the middle of it. I remember like dozing off and falling asleep, and then just waking up to like that lady with the purple hair, talking, and then stuff exploding. You're like, oh, okay, I missed something.
I think I might have fallen asleep during one of those movies too. It was what was the one where they go to the Death Star, the newer one, Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep during that one.
Rogue One is very slow at points, but it's also one of my friends was trying to get into Star Wars, and she was like asking what ones to watch. And I was like, oh, I really like Rogue One. She's like, okay, we'll just watch that one first. And she hadn't seen any of them yet. We watched it, and she's like, at the end of it, she was crying. She's like, why would you make me watch that one first? I was like, hey man, you just said you wanted to.
I mean, in fairness, it makes sense because if you watch any of the original movies first, you'd already know what happens at the end of Rogue One.
Yeah. But if you just go straight into it, you're like, oh, okay. All right.
Oh boy. Your friends just dropped in to play video games. What are you playing?
Probably LS Trials or Minecraft. A lot of us were just trying to mess around. We just open Minecraft.
Nice.
Yeah, or LS Trials. We're like wanting to actually play a game. I would say Lethal Company, but my computer doesn't like that one either lately. So.
Chess or poker?
See, I've played chess a couple of times years ago. I've never played poker, but I feel like poker would be fun. And it's like the whole aspect of like a poker face, but I don't think I would really be able to do that, or like I would like make them think that I have good cards or something, but I wouldn't, because I like nervous laugh. So I would just be sitting there the whole time like, oh, hee hee, and they'd be like, oh, so you must have good cards, and it'd be like the worst hand ever.
and then you reveal that you have the worst hand ever, and they're like, oh, well, that's how you.
Yeah, and I just make everybody else lose. It's like, oopsie.
So, home cooked meal or restaurant?
I gotta say, nothing really beats a home cooked meal, but there are definitely things that like you can't do at home that are really good. So if you're feeling fancy, want something like extravagant, restaurant, definitely.
Nice. And on the other side, you're hungry and the only place to eat is a gas station. What do you get?
Probably like Cheez-Its or like sour
Nice.
cream and onion chips.
Nice. You're at the mall. What do you make a beeline for?
Um, hmm. Probably like Newberry Comics, I guess. If I'm just going to go hang out. Usually I don't go to the mall unless it's like for a specific thing
Hmm.
because I don't it's so crowded and awful, but so usually I'll just go there and be like, okay, I have to go to this one specific store and grab this thing. But we're just like hanging out. Probably go to like Newberry Comics, see what they have. Um, hit up the food court, get some tea.
Nice. What's the most money you ever lost on a bet?
um, hmm. I don't really bet. If I bet with friends, we're usually just joking, and it's like $5 at most.
Hmm.
Um, but I think probably like $20. I think. Just because my grandmother lives out uh near Saratoga, so we would take trips into Saratoga and like go to horse races sometimes. And just for fun, we'll be like, okay, we'll just like bet on some random horse. And sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes it's like, oh, maybe I should actually read some of the things about them first.
I've never been to a horse race before. Is it fun?
It's fun seeing all the people dress up for it. Because especially like at the Saratoga track, people wear like, sure it's like at other ones too, like big races like Kentucky Derby and stuff. People always wear like these big funny hats
Hmm.
and like fancy suits and dresses and stuff.
Hmm.
But it's really funny like seeing like all of the hats because they wear like massive sun hats with all of these like massive tulle bows and stuff on them. And it's like,
That does
oh.
sound interesting.
Yeah, it's just very like extravagant, but like still like mainly just in hats, not in like big dresses and stuff. It's still like hot. It's all during the summer, so it's just like sundresses and things.
Yeah. What's the furthest you ever traveled?
Um, hmm. Probably Hawaii. Went to Hawaii in 2 years ago.
Oh.
Because either I think because I'm on the East Coast, so I think that's the farthest. Because I've also gone to San Miguel in the Azores.
Hmm.
So that's like off the coast of Portugal.
Oh wow.
Um,
Nah,
but I'm pretty sure that Hawaii's farther than that.
Oh yeah,
It's from
Hawaii's
East
much
Coast.
further.
If it was on the West Coast, then it would definitely be the other one. But
Yeah.
that was definitely a flight.
You find $20 in the street. What do you buy with it?
Um, if I'm being fully honest, I'd probably put it in my wallet and forget about it.
Perfectly
And then,
acceptable.
yeah, pull it out some other random date where I don't remember what it's from and be like, oh yeah, I need money for food or something.
Which is your favorite holiday and why?
I like Halloween.
Nice.
Just happened. I like all the decorations. I like dressing up. I think it's really fun. I like all the spookiness of it.
Did you dress up this year?
Um Yes, actually. My dad and I dressed up as Michael Myers and Ghostface, and we were scaring neighborhood kids in my yard. Uh, spooked a lot of teenagers. It was very fun.
I tried the hiding thing once. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at hiding. Even in the dark, I'm terrible at hiding. Fooled
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah. The fully black robes really helped it.
Yeah.
There was like one point I was, because my house has woods around it and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that I was standing and I could hear people on the road next to my house talking, be like, oh my god, I think there's somebody standing over there. What is that? Is there somebody over there? And like turned really fast and looked at them. So it's like ghost face. So it's just like the white mask, and they like saw that and screamed. It was just really funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any superstitions?
Um, kinda, I guess. I don't know. Like, hmm. Yes, but like most of the stuff stems from like witchcraft stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I say, I'm just like pagan.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of stuff is just like little like witchcraft things.
Yeah.
Um like I keep bells on doors because it's supposed to like keep out like evil spirits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my roommate and I in college, this one's actually just kind of like a silly thing.
Yeah.
In college, in our apartment, things would go like missing all of the time, and we would joke that it would be like brownies or something, like stealing our things and hiding it on us. And we're like, oh, we're gonna appease the fae and like leave out little trinkets and stuff for them. So we made like a spot where we had a jar, and we put like shiny things that we find or like pocket change and stuff in it. Except we started doing that, and then things stopped going missing. And we're like, oh, we just have to keep doing this and like not move this jar. Because now things stopped going missing, and we don't want to like get rid of it and everything goes missing again.
So, what's the latest you ever stayed at a party?
Uh, Probably like 1 a.m.
Hmm. Okay.
Maybe like, yeah, probably like 1.
Hmm.
Which, funny enough, it was a Halloween party. So
It wasn't when you left, though.
hmm?
Could, never mind.
No. Oh. No.
Do you ever get lost while going home?
Uh, no. So I always, I'm a kind of person that always has my GPS on my phone.
Nice.
If I'm like, yeah, I know where I'm going, and I'll just pull it up on my GPS anyways. And I'm like, yeah, it's totally just because I want to know which way doesn't have traffic. It's not because I'm gonna miss a turn or something.
uh, do you collect anything?
Um, Kind of like, I guess you could say I collect like charms and pins and stuff. Always like buying little trinkets and stuff. Like prints too, like going to conventions in Artist Alley.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Guess rocks. Something I've never grew out of. It's just picking up rocks and be like, oh, I like the shape of this one. Gonna keep it.
Oh God, that reminds me when I was a little kid, a very small kid. I would pick up rocks and put them in my pocket because I thought they would get lonely.
Oh, you had to give him a friend.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely me too as a kid. Just like would get home, my parents would be like, "Why is your coat so heavy?" Like, oh, I don't know. I pull out like 10 rocks from my pockets.
Did you ever try rock tumbling?
Yes, I did. I had one of those little like Nat Geo rock tumblers when I was a kid.
The little plastic one.
Yeah, and I would just throw like random rocks I picked up from outside. Like, whoa, it's gonna come out so cool. And it comes out, it's just like a shiny version of the rock from outside, just like a normal like granite pebble. I'm like, whoa, it's so cool.
I mean, there are people they have like kits of, they'll ship you a bunch of rocks and you can put them in the tumbler and they come out and those look nice, but anything around, no, it's just gonna be like basalt or something.
Yeah.
Who cares? No.
But it looks cool.
But it looks cool. Because you're a little kid, you're not like, oh, it's like...
Yeah. You're like, whoa, I'm doing science.
And finally, what smell reminds you of home?
Either like incense.
Mm-hmm.
Just like generic any kind of incense. Mom likes to burn those a lot. Or I can't I don't know if it's like a specific type of candle or if it's just like generic like white candle that you find at like the like Marshalls or something where it's just like unlabeled white candle. It's like, oh, decorative, burn it. And they're kind of like spice smelling almost. Because I had a childhood friend who I'd hang out with constantly, and their house just always smelled like that.
Nice. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for coming out and doing this interview. I do appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
And if you're in the audience and you want to check out Faun, you can find links to her Twitter and Twitch in the description. Be sure to check those out. And thank you very much for joining us. I've been Jack Jinseki, and sitting across from me was Faun. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.